it's Ina the Mood Reader, and today we're going to talk about my possibility pile for the Mood Reader Bingo! Yay! So my first ever reading challenge readathon thingy, Mood Reader Bingo, is coming up very soon, and of course, I'm very thankful to everyone who has been following the Instagram and the Twitter accounts for it, everyone who promoted it on their social media, and also everyone who showed their intent to join this reading challenge. If you haven't checked it out yet or heard about it, the links are in the description below, and feel free to join at any time. But yeah, today I'll be sharing with you guys the books that I'm hoping to read, but probably wouldn't, because of course we are mood readers here. But still, for the 9 prompts, I decided to have 7 books on standby. For the prompts, I'll be doubling up 2 books, but yeah, most of these books can actually fit the other prompts as well, in case, you know, July would be too overwhelming and I won't be having enough time to read each book. But yeah, right now I'll just be sharing with you guys my picks for each prompt, so maybe you guys could have an idea and we can buddy read as well if you haven't planned out your July possibility pile or TBR yet. So for the first prompt, we have part of a series, and for that I'm planning to read Shadow and Bone by Lee Bardugo. It has been featured in former TBRs already, and I haven't still picked it up yet. Also haven't watched the series yet on Netflix, which is why I've been really meaning to read this. So hopefully this July I'll be able to read it. I love the copy I was able to buy last time because of its step back here. It's really it's the cover that I prefer, so I'm really happy about it. Anyway, I don't need to tell you about this series already. I'm sure you know, and I honestly don't know a lot about the Grishaverse anyway. I just know it's a fantasy. I don't know if it's adult, new adult, or young adult, but yeah. Okay, that's the first book. Now, the second book I'll be reading for the prompt having the word "the" on the title, as well as featuring one of my favorite tropes. This one is for second chance romance, and this is a Lisa Kleypas book, which is again The Magic. It's part, I think, of the Wallflower series. It's actually 0.5 or prequel book, but I guess that still would count as well as part of a series. But yeah, it has the on the title. It also has this amazing step back here. Yeah, it's been a while since I had this book, and I think a year since I last read a Lisa Kleypas book. So I think it would be fun to explore this one. It says here at the back, she gave him her innocence and he took her love. So this is about Lady Aileen or Aline Marsden and John McKenna, a servant on her father's estate. When they had this affair, John was sent away because, of course, of their class differences. And fast forward to the future, he has made his name. He's now a rich guy, so maybe they'll be having the second chance for their love. So that would be an exciting read, and I'm very excited to pick up another historical romance for this month. Next book is something that would be out or was out in 2020. For that, I chose We Dream of Space by Erin Entrada Kelly, who is also an Asian author. This is a middle grade book, and I've loved all the other Erin Entrada Kelly books I read before. This one I picked up specifically because we'll be having a buddy read on a Discord book club that I'm in, Tarebasa. So yeah, I'll be reading this alongside other Filipino bookish creators, and if you want to join, just message me so I could send you an invite link to our Discord group. But this is a middle grade historical fiction book that was set in 1986, where the launch of the Challenger is just weeks away. So we have 7th graders, Cash, Fitch, and Bird Nelson Thomas. So yeah, I don't know much about it really, but I've loved all the other Erin and Trida Kelly books I've read, so I have high hopes for that one. So yeah, for the fourth prompt, we have 100 Silent Ways, which I'll also be doubling up for a prompt. So here, I actually opened it on the last haul video I did. It is maroon-ish on the cover, which is my favorite color, and it is also my pick for my favorite genre, which is romance. I know romance is not really like the major genre of this one, maybe a subgenre, but let's bend the rules. I created the reading challenge anyway, so yeah. This one is a fiction book, literary fiction or romance. I'm really not sure. I haven't read it yet, but since I'll be having a book discussion with this book through Book Lover Titas, I'll be including this one for my July reading as well. So this one again is for the prompts favorite genre, which is romance, and favorite color on the cover. So next prompt is a random pick. So for this one, I chose No Exit by Taylor Adams because I was meaning to read this book for June, but I haven't picked it up. I'm filming this on the 29th, and there's no way I'll be finishing it since I'm still in the middle of a different book. So I'll just be pushing this one for July, and I know this is a page turner, so I'm sure I'll be able to read this quicker than other books. And again, if you haven't heard about this book yet, it says 13 hours, 4 strangers, 1 missing child, no exit. She knows her odds and she'll fight anyway, and I'll be reading through this book of the month copy that I have. So yeah, just a random pick. And for the prompt, below 250 pages, I'll be reading a gifted copy to me. This book was kindly sent by the author. And this one is As Soon as Flowers Bloom, a poetry and prose book by Paula Maxine, published by Okiyoto. So yeah, am I right that it's below 250? So based on here, I think it's 133 pages long, which perfectly fits the prompt. It's a poetry and prose book by a Filipino author. So I'll be also including the link to get a copy of this book in the description below if you're interested. This book comes with a signed photo card, postcard, a bookmark, and also some love coupons you can use. Very, very cute. So yeah, very excited to read this one in July as well. Next, for the prompt, a book by an Asian author, I'll be reading 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. So this one is a young adult fantasy book. I think it's a retelling of a mythology, and some Asian mythology I don't know about yet. But yeah, I'll be doing a blog tour for this one next week, probably first or second week of July, so I really have to squeeze this in as well. And first, of course, I requested to be part of a tour for this book because of this amazing book cover. I don't know much about it, to be honest. It just says here that we have a main character who is the only princess of Kiyata. Forbidden magic runs through her veins, and normally she conceals it well, but on the morning of her betrothal ceremony, she loses control, and at first her mistake seems like a stroke of luck for some the wedding she never wanted, but it also catches the attention of her stepmother. So this has magical elements to it. I'm really not the best fantasy reader, but I'm still very, very excited to read 6 Crimson Cranes. And again, for our 8th prompt of fave color on the cover, I'll be going with this. And for fave trope, the last prompt, I'll be going with this one. So those are all the, I think, 7 books I'll be reading for the Mood Reader Bingo. Please do share your own possibility piles or your TBRs. And don't forget to tag at Mood Reader Bingo on Instagram and on Twitter so that your entries would be counted as an entry to our giveaway. So yeah. That's it for this video. I hope you joined the Mood Reader Bingo, and please feel free to comment below your thoughts and send us messages as well in the Mood Reader Bingo page. Thank you so much for watching, and see you on the next one. Bye!